Man, I am here with none other than Marianne Noad, multi-millionaire in the industry of network marketing. And I'm excited that you took some time out of your busy schedule. I appreciate you sharing this winning moment with us. Marianne, was it always easy to build your business? Did it start off easy?
No, it didn't. um, it was it was it was something I was very passionate about in the beginning, still am. But it wasn't easy, and I think the hardest thing was for me was to become disciplined and to become coachable. So that was the two things that, the personal development was probably one of the most important things that I had to develop. But once, once it started to roll, it was amazing. It was like a snowball effect. I'm from Canada, so I'll refer to the snow, okay, guys? And so in the beginning, no, it wasn't easy.
Now, your background is you've been in the medical field for a number of years. How long have you been in the medical field?
I've been a holistic healthcare practitioner for now over 12 years,
Wow.
and a single mother of three when this particular opportunity arrived. Gift, what a gift, let me say that. This industry is probably one of the most powerful, amazing gifts that I've ever experienced besides the birth of my children. Okay.
Wow.
And when it came along, I had already dabbled in this industry. I created some substantial money, but my probably the thing that held me back from achieving true success was the fact that I don't believe I was completely coachable,
Wow.
and I was still doing things my way, and so that held me back. When this opportunity came and I became coachable, I really understood very quickly this time, and I've been with this company now for 5 years.
Wow.
Within the first 9 months, what I did is I went to work. And I decided that at 50 years of age, because I was 50 then,
50.
um, I I hadn't made it. Life hadn't worked out. It wasn't, you know, it hadn't worked out for me. And so what I was doing had to change because I wanted the results to change.
Okay, now go a little deeper into that. What do you mean it hadn't worked out to you? You had a successful practice. You had kids. What do you mean it hadn't worked out for you yet?
Well, previous to that, I had went bankrupt, okay, in
Wow.
2000, 2001. So what happened then was like a series of um, credit issues on a monetary level. I was a single woman. I didn't have a husband. I was self-employed. I went bankrupt. I was over 40. Oh my God. So, I mean, I was like, I say credit leper. I'd walk in the bank and they would run. So it was very difficult for me. And so I found myself at 50. All of my savings, everything that I had was gone.
Hmm.
And to be really honest with you, it just wasn't until this past year, 2012, I have not been able to own a home for 12 years because of this credit rating issue. And I just was able to buy my dream home on a lake, and so dreams do come true. This industry is amazing. It's very powerful, but you have to make some changes, and you have to go to work. And you can't just sit at home and phone people up and do network marketing over like the internet. A lot of people have this misconception. A lot of my team thought that they could do that,
Mm.
and this is we say belly to belly industry, and it truly is. So when I got going and I made that decision, I'm
Hmm.
going to be totally coachable. I can do whatever it takes because I'm done. I'm done with this, and I'm 50 years old. I don't have a whole lot of time on my side. I want to get this done because there was people that I wanted to help, and I knew that I can't help them until I help myself first. Get you done first. Get you done, then you can help others. So I had a clinic. I was working 5, 6 days a week. I'd work from 9 in the morning till 5 or 6 at night, and then in the evening I would load up my vehicle and I would drive to cities within 2 or 3 hours
Wow.
and go and do meetings and bring the product, show people, share the product, share the vision, share what this amazing company, what this industry has for us. And I was so passionate about it. I loved what I was doing. It was
So,
fun.
so you would actually work all day.
Yeah.
After work is over, you would then drive and do presentations, sharing the opportunity and the product to so many people.
So I would drive for an hour and a half, 2, 3 hours, then do the meeting, right? Then have to drive all the way home again, and then get up the next day. And so, I mean, the thing is that it can be done.
Right.
So I built my business part-time. I created full-time income with part-time effort. After 9 months of doing this and being coachable, and I was making mistakes. I didn't do everything perfect, but I was so excited, and I just had my goals,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my vision, and I knew that I was going to get this done. And I didn't care what anybody said. And it happened. After 9 months, I was sitting at 5 figures a month, and I was then able to retire my day job and go full time at helping other people free themselves.
Wow.
One thing, Ramon, that I think is really, really important.
It's important.
This is what I want people to know the most, is that stop caring so much about what other people think.
Wow.
My mentor, Mr. Shane Morand, he has this really, I think, amazing saying, and it is, what other people think of you is none of your business, right? And so when I began down this journey with this amazing company, I had a lot of family and friends that said, don't do this. You shouldn't do this. It's one of those companies, and they're going to take your money and all this stuff. I had this feeling. I knew it. I was like, I'm doing it. I'm going for it. And I did. And I remember for the first 3 months, I told them, you're not going to see me a whole lot until I get this done. But when I get this done, I'll be able to help you. I'll be able to help my family more.
Right.
And so I know that even at 5 and 6 months, I was getting the guilt trip a little bit.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Even some of my friends.
I'm sure.
Because they didn't understand my vision, and that's okay. I still love them, but I didn't let them guilt me out of my focus,
Right.
my vision,
Right.
and my goals and what I had to get done.
Right.
So when I achieved it, they were there to celebrate with me. They
I'm
really
sure.
were. But they just didn't believe that it could happen. So I'm really grateful to myself that I honored myself, that I loved myself, and that I truly did follow through and not let other people talk me out of my own life.
You know what's so unique, Marianne, is not only are you a multi-millionaire, but you will have soon-to-be multi-millionaires in your group.
Yes.
But think about all the families that now have their father back or their mother back or both parents back, and they're stay-at-home moms and stay-at-home dads now. And the team that you have, which is closing in on probably 100,000 people by now, and it's all over the world. Had you not been willing to accept people's criticism, because I think that holds people back a little bit. Talk about, what did you say to yourself when people criticized you about doing one of those things? What would you tell yourself?
First of all, I am a very purpose-driven person, and so it was extremely important for me to always make a change in this, to contribute to the world. And so if I care about what other people think that much, I will not ever be able to do that, because I'll be trying to please people. I had to listen to my own spirit. I had to honor myself. And when people would say that, I think that my power came from my defenselessness. power lies in defenselessness. I don't need to defend myself. I
Right.
need to honor myself
Right.
and hold on to my own belief. And when you go out and you make a difference in the world and you help others and you lift them up, you rise too.
Wow.
And so I've always been a person that believed in paying it forward and helping others, and that is what this industry is all about.
Absolutely.
And I think that there's, we've been given some bad raps in this industry. And there has been, nothing's perfect. People aren't perfect. And there's been some mistakes made along
True.
the way. But truly, find the right company that works for you. Find the right mentor. Be coachable. And believe. Set goals down. Affirmations are so important. I want you to know that one, I practice affirmations a lot. A lot. And a year ago last October, I started doing these affirmations that were probably, I would do them in sets of 5. It was almost like going to the gym and, doing reps and
Repetitions.
sets and all that. And so I'd do 20 at a time. I do it 5 times a day, so I was getting 100 affirmations in. And when I was saying it,
What would you say? Can you give us one?
yes, I am so grateful and happy now that I am an OG diamond making $100,000 a month.
And you would say that 5 times a day?
I'd say that 100 times a day.
100 times a day?
Yeah, the
5
5
different
reps.
times?
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's 500 times.
Yeah.
500 times 5 affirmations. That's 2,500 times. Wow. Discipline.
So, I used the name of the company. I used what I wanted to achieve, but I also put, you can be grateful, but are we accepting? Many of us can't accept
Right.
wealth, or they can't accept abundance of love or support. You have to be able to accept it. You can desire it. You can be grateful for it to be around, but can you accept it? So the accept word was really important to me.
Accept.
That you get that in there, and that's something that I duplicated, little things like that with teams. And so I did that, and my income
Exploded.
exploded. Yeah.
Because I remember when you showed me one affirmation that you wrote down, and it brought in a leader into your group that has just it's unstoppable. It's
Literally,
huge.
yeah, thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Thousands.
And I mean, and other amazing leaders from other different.
Monthly.
Yeah. From other companies and just black diamonds and blue diamonds and but selfless people.
Yes.
People that cared about other families and continued to share their dreams. And now it went from Mexico to Asia, and I mean, the thing of it is too is that don't think that you have to approach people who are professional networkers. You do not. Some of my top leaders, that I'm most proud of, I'm proud of them all, but we're from traditional corporate, I guess you'd say, America, right? And they really, they didn't have, they didn't, they were already financially secure. Right?
Already well off financially.
And so, but they understood business.
Right.
And what I find with wealthy people is that they love to make more money, and they just do. It's a challenge, and they're good at it, and so you can, they love the idea that they can make a difference and help more people, and that's really important. That was important to them. So they went from traditional business, and it took them some time, but they achieved success. In fact, you can go as fast or slow or whatever you want. People can bypass you that get in the industry after you.
Right.
There's no rules. Everybody has this other misconception. You got in at the beginning. You got in at the top. There's no opportunity. There's always opportunity. In fact, getting in later is sometimes better because with new companies, like for example with the company that I'm with, now everything's ready to go.
Infrastructure's in place.
Yeah.
We didn't have the infrastructure. We didn't have the infrastructure that we have now.
Yeah.
And so in closing, let me ask you this: is there anything that you would say that we haven't shared yet that you would want to tell the people?
Yeah. Most of all, you have to know that I love and care for everyone, but my heart goes out especially, I have a bigger message for these single moms
Wow.
because I know what that's like to raise children alone and to struggle and not to have anyone necessarily in that home that you can lean on, and you want the very best for your children. Statistics aren't that great for us, you guys. Usually when the women are raising the children alone, their standard of living goes down, the children suffer, the mother is constantly working, there's not much of a life sometimes. And so I want you single mothers to know that if I can do it, anybody can do it. I am a regular person that had dreams and aspirations. The only difference is that I did not give up and I didn't listen to what everybody else said. And I became coachable. And I never stopped, and I got it done. And know that you can also, and that you can have a different life. And I wish that, for all of you, but especially for our single moms and dads. There's single dads out there too.
Yeah, don't forget us dads.
Yeah. And so I want you to know that I am living the number one lifestyle in the world.
Amazing. Just being able to have the quality care for your mom
Yes.
and to be able to take care of her and have the time to take care of is priceless. I mean,
I want to just, and that thank you for saying this quickly. You never know when life's going to happen.
never.
And my mother is going down the journey with Alzheimer's right now. She lost her husband last year. And I was able to step away from this business for probably almost of a year because I was there before he passed away. And what has happened is that I was given the biggest gift of all, to be there to have my mom lean on me and help her through this transition. And when this was happening, my business was still growing, right? It was still going up. And so, I'm I'm just back in the game again. Grateful.
But already back in the game, business still flourished without her participation. Made a shy last 12 months, shy under 7 figures, but it's over 7 figures, multiple 7 figures with her time here, and that it's priceless.
Yes, it is.
What other industry, what other profession can you not be participating for a year and still have a growing business?
I think, yes,
Thank
I
you.
think one of the things that's really important, Ramon, is for people to understand that when they first get going, you are going to work the hardest for the least amount of money. And then when it hits a certain level of success, you will make more money with less effort. And so that's the tipping point, right? But, I'm back at it. I'm back in the game. There's more places for me to go. There's more people for me to help. Perhaps I'll meet you someday. I don't know who's listening. I just want you all to know that this industry, there's many great companies out there. Find the one that resonates with you. Find the people that you can resonate with, and make sure to look at the economy. Does it make sense with the economy? You can get really seduced into some of these, but you have to look at the economy. When you're in an economic climate that's on the downswing, will that, so make some good business decisions, not just based on that emotional, like this person, this is a pretty product, or it tastes good, or whatever, it makes me look nice. Make sure that it makes sense on a business level. So put your business hat on, guys. Do some research. And then you must look at who you're following. Do they have success? Who are they with? There's great people. Look at their track record. We hear this great saying, follow the leader, but make sure you're following the right leader. I might say here, before we close, that this is a great honor for me to be sitting with Mr. Ramon Fulcher. I have a tremendous amount of respect for this man. He is an icon, I feel, in this industry. And I say that for many reasons. I would say, first of all, he's very professional, he's very knowledgeable, but it's his heart behind this business and why he does it. And I want to thank you for being such a great example of what can happen in this business and how you can help people and make a difference for your family. So thank
Appreciate
you.
that. And I hear that there's a book coming out or in the works from Miss Marianne Noad. So you definitely want to pick that up, and you will be seeing her in a country, in a city, in a province near you. Winning is a choice. You must choose it. It will not choose you. This has been another winning moment. I am RamonFulcher.com. We'll see you again.